We will not be surprised if the president starts borrowing from Opay and money points very soon.
Former Senator Dino Melaye just dropped bombshell revelations that have left Nigerians stunned. Not only did he savage President Bola Ahmed Tinubu with a hilarious loan joke, but he also revealed the real reason he has been mysteriously quiet in politics, and it will blow your mind. Former Kogi West Senator Dino Melaye made an explosive statement during his appearance on the Rice Television's primetime on Monday, attacking President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration while revealing personal news that shocked many Nigerians. The outspoken politician unleashed a scathing critique of Tinubu's borrowing habit, suggesting that the president's appetite for loan has become so excessive that he might soon turn to local fintech platforms for money. Melaye sarcastically stated, "We will not be surprised if the president starts borrowing money from Opay and money points very soon." He accused the Tinubu-led government of reckless borrowing while failing to address the country's worsening economic hardship. Melaye questioned why the president is borrowing 1.7 billion naira from the World Bank and why the Senate has approved $21 billion in loans, with more still under consideration. The former senator described Tinubu's administration as one of the most reckless governments in the history of this country, citing the president's purchase of a yacht during a time of national economic crisis. He claimed that the yacht has never been to the perimeters, the territorial areas of Nigeria. It's been between Monaco and Paris. The most surprising revelation came when Melaye explained his recent absence from political debates. The politician disclosed that he had been deliberately quiet because he was pursuing his legal education. He said, "I've been quiet because I was in school. I don't want Nigeria to happen to me. I needed them to let me graduate." Melaye proudly announced that his academic sacrifice has paid off, revealing that he has not only graduated, but has been called to the Nigerian bar.
Took his oath of office. Before even getting to the office to ask questions, he removed subsidy. And that is the reason we are where we are today. He did the right thing in the wrong way. He did the right thing, but in the wrong way.
What would have been the right way?
The right way would have been, what Tinubu did is likened to a surgeon who performed a very successful operation. Very successful operation, but the patient died. He had a very successful operation, but the patient died.
If he was successful.
So what I'm saying in essence is that removal of subsidy is the right thing to do. But when? How? Matters. He removed subsidy without planning. And when you are going to organize a surgery on any patient, one, you prepare the patient. Two, there are precautionary measures that you must put in place. At times, you even have to ask the patient to take water. At times, you need to say, okay, eat. At times, you need to say, okay, let's place you on some medications. At times, you say, okay, let us sedate the patient. Then there's also room for recovery immediately after surgery. But to just take a patient to the surgery room, butcher this patient, and at the end of the day, the patient will not survive. That is exactly what Tinubu did. There was no planning. There was no succor. There were no buffers, no ameliorative measures. He is even yet to get to office. He has not even gotten to office to even see what inside the office of the president looks like, or take brief on subsidy directly from those who know. Without, just unceremoniously. Even before you get to your office, you commit that kind of chaos. And that is what created the chaos we are facing today. And today, Nigerians are not only unhappy, but I can tell you, I'm a grassroots person, that there is massive hunger in the land.
The president just said the other day that from January to August 2025, total collections reached. That the administration has achieved their revenue target. That's something to smile about. It says from January to, let me land. From January to August 2025, total collections reached 20.59 trillion naira. a 40.5% increase from 14.6 trillion recorded in 2024.
If that statistic is correct, why is the president borrowing 1.7 billion from World Bank?
He also said that they have stopped borrowing.
Maybe that is not correct. I just gave you that figure now. Why is the president? Why did he borrow 1.7 billion dollars from the World Bank? Why, as the Senate, approved 21 billion dollars so far, and with many others coming for consideration? Many others are still coming for consideration.
Mind you,
and this government is one of the most reckless governments in the history of this country.
How do you mean?
The president who said he wanted to come and curb wastages bought a yacht. That yacht that the president bought has never been to the territorial area of Nigeria. It's between Monaco and Paris. And what do we need a yacht for? In a time of austerity, in a time of pervasive hunger like this? The president also, within few months in office, bought a presidential jet that cost Nigeria billions.
No, he said it was a gift.
I am telling you that it was purchased. Gift by who? Gifts are to be declared. Gifts are to be declared. A president who gets a gift, why was Tom David West removed from office? It was because he got a gift of a gold wristwatch that was not declared. If you have a gift, declare who gave it to you. And they called it a gift because that's the money used in the purchase of that aircraft was not appropriated by the National Assembly. That is why it was tagged a gift. Then again, since Tafawa Balewa, Azikiwe, up down to Buhari, every president and prime minister in this country used Mercedes-Benz S-Class as their official vehicle. The president is using a bomb jammer Mercedes-Benz, the same type that Trump is using in America. And you say you want to curb wastages?
But you know, you're not different. Hold on, Dino.
If you allow me, I don't want my thoughts distorted on this particular line.
Okay.
And again, the same president, in the 8th Senate, the budget of the National Assembly was 150 billion. From 150 billion, today the president have increased the budget of the National Assembly to over 370 billion in order to make them a parastatal or department of the villa. So a president who said he was coming to curb wastages, who said he was coming to renew hope. I can catalog all this. Bought a yacht, bought a Cadillac, bought an aircraft, increased the money of the National Assembly, and I've borrowed like no other president in history. If you are making more money, then why are you borrowing?
Well, to
the extent that the Speaker of the House of Representatives today,
I read it. He was
is also concerned, despite he's a member of the APC.
I read that he was talking about
and
how
we will not be surprised if the president starts borrowing from Opay and money points very soon.
The former lawmaker also made controversial statements about the People's Democratic Party, describing them as dead and buried, and alleging that the APC agents from the presidential villa are now controlling the opposition party. He claimed the PDP was sold and is now being controlled by the APC operatives. What do you think about Dino Melaye's savage attack on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's borrowing habits? And were you surprised to learn that he's now a qualified lawyer? Drop your thoughts about his Opay joke and his new legal career in the comments below. If you enjoyed this explosive political drama, smash the like button and subscribe to NaijaNews TV for more breaking political news and celebrity revelations. We'll keep you updated on all the latest political battles and surprising career moves. Keep watching NaijaNews TV.